seems right.
Are you gonna post this?
Was that my
before the
yeah. Dude, I forgot about those.
It'll be posted before y'all's review day Wednesday.
Okay, see, my
I'm
thing
live.
is, I can't write and listen to you at the same time because I will not take in a word of what you're saying.
Have you looked into Khan Academy and if it's helpful? Like their unit, is it?
So
They have
no
some
one
really good stuff. Like some of the activities that we'll do later on are actually from Khan Academy. They actually have some really good stuff as far as AP is concerned. I don't like their stuff in the sense of I like AP's curriculum to an extent, but I don't like it in other regards. But for the most part, as far as AP curriculum is concerned, Khan Academy is pretty good. Like I will, when I teach dual credit next semester or next year, I will not teach it the way I teach it.
Okay.
Just because I think AP Gov puts too much emphasis on the history side and not the actual political science side. It's fine.
And will the students like who take the dual, will they have like good enough information to take the AP exam and do well? Well, I know, but people choose to do that.
Yeah, they will. They probably will. I mean, I won't put as much emphasis in that class on this unit. We'll talk about this unit if you have to, but AP puts so much emphasis on it that, like, honestly, I took 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different American government classes. Never once did I know the difference between a New Jersey and because it's not that significant. It's more of a history thing than anything. But we actually spent a lot more time on like the idea of public good, how governments, there's responsibilities to provide for the public good and what that means. And that's what most like actual college government classes will put an emphasis on. Kind of the same way you talk about supply and demand in econ, right? It's kind of the foundation of economics. College, that's the equivalent here. We just talk about public good a lot more. We also talk a lot more about political participation, which I think y'all will enjoy political participation when we get to it. Last semester, they got to do political participation early because I did it before the election. I wanted to go over political participation and what it meant before the election happened. So they got to do it a little bit early. Okay. Did I talk about this stuff yesterday? So I think the most important thing that we really need to differentiate here between state and national government, just in general. This is why you can't let freshmen in your room. Like, I think freshmen should just be homeschooled. Everyone.
Well, I kind of like my freshmen.
Emma's dating freshmen?
Emma, why are you dating a freshman? That's weird.
That's weird.
Oh, cool, bro. Gotta tell your friends, tell your family. I thought he was writing Emma's dating a freshman.
Okay, so this is an important distinction, and I'm going to switch my this one very well. This is an important distinction to make. It's this idea between enumerated powers versus reserved powers. What's an enumerated power? What does that mean?
Enumerate numbers.
No. Well, I mean, to an extent, yes, it would have something to do with numbers if you wanted to look at it that way.
Is it like something that's like stated?
It's something that's stated. Yeah. So enumerated powers are powers that the Constitution explicitly gives one side or another. right? So if we're looking at Congress, for example, in the Constitution, where would I find Congress's enumerated powers? What article? What article of the Constitution deals with Congress?
First one.
Article 1. Okay. Article 1 is the section of the Constitution that gives Congress all of their enumerated powers. Okay. If I wanted to know where the judicial branch gets their powers from, what article do I look at?
2, 3.
3. Okay. Where do I get the powers of the president from? Article 2. Okay. Article 2. That's where we find our enumerated powers. Where do we find the state's enumerated powers?
Article. No, never mind. Is it board? No. No.
In college.
Great question. You don't.
Oh.
Wow.
Okay. You do not find the state's enumerated powers. The states have something that's different. It's called the reserve powers. Okay. If we look at the 10th Amendment of the Bill of Rights, powers not delegated to the United States by the Constitution, nor prohibited by it to the states, are reserved to the states respectively or the people. That's where we get reserved powers from. Essentially, what that is saying is that the writers were writing our Constitution that they went, hey, there are going to be powers that people have or that states have that are not explicitly written in the Constitution. Right? They are recognizing that you have more rights, you have more powers in the states, the people have more rights than what they are writing in here. So essentially, it's leaving the door open, right? They're essentially saying, hey, you probably didn't think of everything. Because what was their original intention of the convention? We went over this like 2 weeks ago.
Replace.
So they already did that. That's what the convention was for. Right? The convention replaced the Article of Confederation. Yeah, they planned on having a second constitutional convention about 1806. Right? So roughly 20 years later. Did that ever happen? It did not. Okay. There's actually a academic battle happening between scientists and historians right now, where they're essentially saying that the entire argument behind the Constitution was not that it was a set in stone Constitution, right? There's this argument that's being made that is saying that when the framers wrote the Constitution, that it was a living document, right? It was meant to mold and grow as the people molded and grew. Did we ever actually do that?
No.
No.
We should have.
At that point, they didn't think it wasn't necessarily a laziness, but nothing major was happening, right? Like nothing really big had put off at that time. It was kind of a period relative to the United States. The states were pretty much happy for the most part. The national government had sufficient power to collect taxes, regulate armies, do all of those things. But they wouldn't even see a need to get out of the second one at the time. They wouldn't really start calling for a new convention until after the war. So it's kind of contingent on where you're at in history. Like they were relatively stable. The Constitution worked the way they left. So they didn't ended up not happening. But this idea of reserve powers is something that we talk about a lot, even today, when we talk about issues like pro-choice issues or criminal justice reform, things like that. We look at reserve powers, and when you're making the argument for people's rights, we're going to point to the 10th Amendment. Occasionally the 9th Amendment, but mostly it's the 10th Amendment to try to understand, like, hey, we have powers that aren't explicitly written in the Constitution. The framers have made that clear. That's where we get reserve powers from. Okay? So essentially, when we're looking at federalism, the difference between the two, enumerated powers, we're primarily dealing with national or state. National government. Reserve powers for the okay, that's a fundamental difference between those two. When you're talking about this relationship in federalism, right? If I have the natty government and the state government, what's the relationship between the people and the national government? Pick any elected representative. What's the relationship? That's well, okay. What's the relationship between the people and a member of the
Directly elected them.
okay, direct election? By what?
What's the word? It's like legal.
Districts. Okay, direct election and districts. And what about the Senate?
Direct election.
I'm gonna write. Popular vote. Okay. How do you do it? How you do it? Okay, how many electoral college votes are there?
530. 530.
38. Any of you are familiar with the website, podcast on 538 Politics. It is honestly the only non-biased politics podcast there is. They're
He's
straight
seen
with
it.
practice, they don't look at the data.
This guy had me watch Joe
Really,
Rogan.
really great podcast. I'll actually get to listen to a couple of their
My joke so loud.
podcasts as part of an assignment. Okay, so electoral college, 538. Okay, and I'm also gonna put below it. Okay, winner take all system at state level. Anybody guess what that means?
That the popular vote determines the electoral college.
Say that one more time.
The popular vote.
Those
determines
is
the electoral college vote.
Correct.
The winners win.
So winner take all systems, the popular vote within the state determines who gets all of the electoral college votes. Okay, so in Texas, how many electoral college votes do you have? Anybody know?
I have no idea.
Well, further away. 42. Further away. 40. Okay?
Oh yeah, Kayla.
We went from 38 electoral votes to 40. What are we determine electoral college votes based on? Population, right?
How often do they?
Everything is.
It's bad.
California has.
Do you know who asked Trevor now?
I have a big old map.
So they always have the same number of votes, they just rearrange how they distribute them, or do they have the votes?
Up the number of them. Yeah. Well. No, you were right the first time. So it will change based on other, like other places may go down while California. It's rare for things to really go down, but some places, nobody wants to live in Arizona. It's a problem.
I got the thunder.
I mean, of course. I've only been.
Okay, so All right, so this is our relationship, people to the national government. All right. How do we communicate to our business? What's that?
Through local representatives.
Okay, for local representatives, how else can we do it? Write letters, what else? Protest, yeah, that's 100% true. And our relationship to the national government is a little bit harder to be efficient at, right? So that's why we have things like political action committees, that's why we have nonprofit NGOs, that's why we have lobbying efforts, because we recognize that as people, I can't walk up and Tyler's my House of Representatives member. I can't just walk up and be like, hey, thanks as well. I want it. Right? It's really hard for me to do. Okay? Especially at the national level. But when I'm at the state
There's no
level,
other solution.
okay, I may
Yeah, but you
have
don't need.
my elected
You just want to
representative,
do it.
right?
I'm
I
sure
may
you
have
do.
a more closely
Why do you
related.
do that?
You let it get to your head.
The only thing that gets a little weird is right here at the top of the state government, you have who? The governor. Okay? And talking about state government, the governor is the head of what branch of state government?
That's Trevino.
These are the branches of government.
The executive.
You've never heard the term
He's the executive. Okay? All right. So, if I have a executive that's the governor, is it hard for me to talk to my governor?
Yeah.
Yes. Is it easier to talk to my governor than it is the president?
Yes.
Yes. Okay, so I have a little bit closer of a relationship. How do I elect my governor?
Voting.
Okay, what kind of voting?
Popular.
Okay. Also referred to as what? Okay. All right, next I have my state house. What branch of government is my state house? Oh, legislative. Okay, that's my legislative branch. How do I elect somebody for my state house?
By districts.
Yep, my districts. District-wide, what kind of voting?
Whatever word you
Popular
want.
direct.
Is it like that's the official terminology?
You can say either one.
When I say popular.
Yeah, you can say either one. The official one is direct. Direct democracy or direct participation. All right. Oh, I didn't go over one more thing on national. How do I get my justices in the national government?
By voting for the president.
Okay. Appointed by, who did you say? Appointed by the president. So do I have a direct relationship here? Okay, it'd be an indirect one, right? The only way that I can influence the judiciary is by voting for the president, okay? So if we look at the state, how do I get my justices at the state level?
Are they voted?
We vote for them. Okay?
I know when it's.
And TV popular vote. Okay? Direct election popular vote. Okay, so looking at this, which level of government do I have more of an impact on?
The state.
Okay, the state government. Does it get closer the smaller government gets?
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. Now let's look at the inverse relationship. National government gets smaller. Does my relationship also get closer
Actually, yes,
as
ma'am.
it does?
No,
Why?
because there's still the different steps and.
He's also.
It's mostly proximity. Okay, it's mostly proximity. So that relationship is not universal, right? It doesn't mean that because the state government is smaller or local government's even smaller, that that's the reason we have that
He don't
closer
have his
relationship.
chat.
All it
Dude,
means
I
is
just had
that
some
I am
crazy
closer
deja
in
vu.
proximity
That's weird.
to Austin than I am DC. Okay? I'm closer to City Hall in Fredericksburg than I am to Austin, right? So it's a proximity relationship.
Hmm.
And it has nothing to do with the actual size, right? If we took the House of Representatives, multiplied everything by 2, would I have more access to my politics? Probably, but what if they spend half the year in DC? Right? So size does not equal relationship, okay? Something important to think about. Okay.
Get like an apartment in DC.
Some
You
people
won't be able to hear
buy
that.
houses. Yeah, they're not giving an
I won't
apartment.
be able to hear if he's.
The only people giving houses over there are ambassadors, presidents. Even like Secretary of State has to either buy a house.
What's the Twitch chat?
By the way, we have a new Secretary of State. Anybody know who it is?
Robert.
It is not Robert Downey Jr.
Not quite.
He is the former senator from Florida.
Oh, no.
Randy Moss.
What's this guy?
Former senator from Florida. He ran for president in 2016 against Donald Trump.
2000.
Okay, Cruz is Texas senator.
Start with R.
Last name starts with R.
Yep.
Robert Dungeon.
Marco Rubio is our new secretary. Next secretary, his name is Pete Hegstaff, and everybody else has not been confirmed yet. But those who have been confirmed, they were confirmed late last week. Okay, make sure I've got everything here. Thank you. Okay. Okay, so as we kind of talked about the other day, federalism has kind of changed throughout history. And it seems the relationship between the national government and the state government tends to change to fit the times. What do I mean by that? What do I mean by we will change this relationship to fit the times?
What's going on at this era?
Okay, what was going on at this era? So if we're looking at times, and we're talking about this relationship between the state and national government, what times do you think the national government should have more power? Okay? So we'll put national government here. And stay here again. All right, so during times of crisis, why should the national government have more power during times of crisis?
And they would just stack the old, so like
More
Pope
like
would old, and then
say
he would
directed
old
in one
Pope,
spot
so
instead of everyone having
I want
different
to kill him.
opinions and just blowing up.
Okay, here's the question. Does the location of the crisis matter? Okay, so we currently have a crisis in California.
Yes.
Los Angeles is on fire. So,
Don't hear about it
if
anymore.
California is in crisis right now, is it more important for California to have more power or the national government to have more power?
But
Mm.
the national needs to take looking at how to get back going.
Yeah, more time.
Like FEMA needs to really like, I don't know, be better. No, isn't that why Trump is just there to like control FEMA and
Yeah,
help everyone?
Yeah.
Getting deported.
Yeah, we had meetings there to try to figure out how to tackle the problem. Yeah. So at the state level, you're saying that the states should have more power and the national government should exist?
I'm not getting that answer, I don't know.
Okay. So during a time of crisis, right, the location matters. If it is a state that's in crisis versus an international crisis. Does it matter which one has power limit? So it's more important right now with California being on fire for the state government to have more power. Or is it more important for national government to have more power than the state?
I mean, they were. I'm
not
not
so
so sure that
Because the
like
federal government used to provide funding, but also California is like equipped to handle the fires. Because from always apparently not.
That's why I
Apparently
need
not.
to-
Because nothing happened.
Dude.
But they should have.
he did.
He did such a good job. And we just do so much. Just forget.
Yeah.
There's parts of it that they kind of. The answer to my question is there is no.
is the most
Is it
important.
still spreading or is it
That's the biggest.
I think it's okay.
It's like-
But there is no answer to that, right? But it is a pretty agreed upon consensus that in times of crisis, more people are willing to
Yeah.
accept
I
the
feel like
national
it's
government taking on more of a
It's
role
the high.
when there is a crisis. That is the type of crisis matter.
But like,
Okay,
It's the
what
most
kind of
helpful.
crisis you think would not matter? Let's think about what kind of crisis we have. Terrorism,
It's a national thing.
national, okay, stock market crash,
national.
conflict between states,
It's so bad.
okay,
It's so bad.
natural disaster.
It depends.
State.
It depends on the.
Well, if it's like mudslides,
Okay,
Big old earthquake.
New York, like that's not.
why is that one national?
Because that affects, well, it'll probably affect like the economy, have like a ripple effect, even affecting the nation.
Okay, so you're saying that in times of national crisis, as far as natural disasters, it's the national government's responsibility to step in to make sure the state is okay.
Yeah.
If it affects the whole nation, I think.
What if it doesn't?
Yeah, if it's only in one state, I think the state probably.
What if Stonewall, Texas, right, had a hole open up and it sunk into the entire core of the earth?
No, Stonewall. I think. Ooh, visit the whole. The whole. Yeah. Yeah. If you're like, oh man, bridge.
I feel like since it's the birthplace of Ollie David and Pastor,
Okay, what if it was,
Royal City.
yeah, well, listen, on dogs.
Dogs.
We're leaving the home.
Because
Yeah, yeah, they really shouldn't. They got bigger things to worry about.
let's tie it to the economy, right? So we talked about the other day when we talked about USD Lopez, right? How Congress tried to regulate commerce, which is Congress's job. Economy is their job. What if, let's go back to Stonewall, it's the easiest one to make the point. Stonewall creates a sinkhole, it burns in fiery death. 290 is destroyed. Tourism cannot get.
I think that's the only reason they would care, because transportation.
And there are other ways to get to
Yes,
it.
but it cuts off. It'll
Trucker route.
trucker routes. It'll create. It
But
won't.
it's inconvenient.
Yeah,
Just slow down commerce.
I think that wouldn't be enough for national. But
Yeah.
I feel like they should want to step in if government is doing a lot.
So if the state can't handle it.
Yeah.
Okay. Good, that's what. I've been waiting for that. I've been trying to push that. Okay, so crisis, we have time to think on what level this crisis is happening. All right, what is another circumstance that we think the national government should have control, more control of government? Foreign affairs. Okay, any others?
George.
Foreign affairs, crisis.
Crisis is kind of like everything.
Yeah, I feel like crisis is too broad
Mhm.
and like everything.
You wanna
falls-
hear what?
Yeah, I feel like crisis is
Okay.
a
So in
lot.
times of war, right?
War.
National. What up?
Civil war. Right? No.
Right? Civil War.
Yeah, maybe the nation should be doing something about the great civil war.
Maybe.
Okay, actually, that brings up a good point. So let's look at the Civil War for example. Are we okay with the national government during the Civil War suspending rights of American citizens?
Depends on whose side they're on.
Yeah. If they're on the side that I'm on.
It does. What if they're on the side of America?
I just don't want to die. Okay.
I mean,
Right? So, let's say our executive branch of the United States gets overrun with an authoritarian leader. Right? Let's say Vladimir Putin came to Texas, came to DC, and was like, "Hey, I am now your president." Quite honestly, if he said that, I'd be like, so if he comes, now you have a national government that is controlled by an authoritarian ruler, and you have some state governments that declare secession, just like we did in the Civil War, right? Because they believe that we've moved away from the America we once were. Okay? And Vladimir Putin says, you know what? Everybody's going to be on house arrest. Do not leave your homes after 8 o'clock. It goes full-blown authoritarian. Right? It's full-blown authoritarian. Are we okay with that national government having more power?
no. No, but they're the
Because
bad
they're the
guys.
national government.
The Civil War.
Well, we're not gonna let that happen.
So Civil War.
Yeah, we got guns.
We got guns. I got left.
Oh well, then we'll protect them with our guns. Yeah, if we're on his side, if he's chill about it, I mean,
If he's chill about it.
but a gunfight.
He's the one who rides the deer.
No, he rides the white horse shirtless.
That's so awesome.
Okay, so Civil War though, back to my point. Back to my point.
That
Are
is
we
badass.
gonna universally say that Civil War, we want the national government to have more power?
Well, I feel like Civil War, like it's gonna be split because you're suddenly war.
Right. So, but if we're looking at it in this context, right, the national government is still the national government. Right, let's say Texas took on Oklahoma. Okay? I mean, we would annihilate Oklahoma, but let's just for the Christ sake argument say Texas took on Oklahoma. Do we want the national government to take control?
Yes.
Okay?
If it's not the entire country involved in the Civil War, I think the national government should have.
Okay, I like it. What other crisis do we have other than war?
Disease, epidemic.
Cancer.
Nobody.
What's that?
I think
My
that would
mom
be
has
more fun
eyes
with pets. But until like we're 30 minutes in on a horse ride.
This kind of hurts my back.
Yeah.
And now we have to take care of horses.
Well, I imagine you go like.
Yeah. Can't you like?
Maybe someone would be able to like if you run the window.
I can leave a horse.
How long do you have for others? And then how do you- I mean, I'm sure it's against school policy somewhere. I think about that. Right. Oh, yeah.
On both sides of it, it's like.
Oh,
There's one track just.
It's just, it's.
Hey, can you tell me what you're talking about? That's last week. Because I wasn't paying attention.
All right.
I don't
Y'all
know.
have a sub here in a second. I'm not that sub. But what you're working on is Dave Ramsey. Done clever. You know where it is. Lesson number 5.
You were my favorite teacher.
You are in the top 1,000 of students I've ever had.
Wow, that's not such a.
Hey, you retired this year? Are you gonna retire this year? Why is your computer not out? Because I don't what? I don't got one. Apparently English is not your strong suit either. Well, I'll sleep, Brian. We can open, I'll be there in a second.
It's not funny anymore. This is serious. It's serious.
I know it's serious, that's why it's funny.
Amen, brother. Amen. No bullshit. Just probably.
If I get this, I'm gonna take you.
Grace, do you want to see my contenders that I currently have going?
Might as well just shoot that back.
You need what? No, I saw a police officer in the library.
Don't want any mischievous activity in the library.
Wait, how's that going?
No, it's with one.
You have your assignment on board. Let's go. Peter, should be in front of you. Lesson 5.
That's pretty interesting. I like the blue. I like
What are you gonna do? Just sharpen it?
Yeah, I got one.
Do you have a tennis roster? I can go get it for this evening.
It's the first
Is
one.
that it?
Yeah.
Okay,
Is that-
perfect.
Thank you. That's one spelled disaster.
What was that?
Disaster.
D-I-S-A.
It's like how it sounds.
Yes,
I'm,
it's.
Spelling is, I hate spelling. It's stupid.
I'm good at spelling.
What was I doing?
Yeah.
You remember the spelling bee?
Yeah. You went there 4th grade, but I went to a regional level, so.
Wow. I remember in 8th grade, every single person in our class got out in the first round.
And
So
then
then
she's
we
like,
did it again.
"Come on."
I hate spelling. It's what's that?
Norma? Gus? Landon?
Here.
Kyle?
Here.
Rudy? Sergio? Leon? Here.
Here.
Grace? Megan?
Here.
Mallory?
Here.
Mariana?
Here. I know.
Ryan?
Here.
John?
Here.
Emma? Here. Sadie? Here. Noah?
Here.
Andon?
Here.
Domingo?
He's not here.
Anthony? Johnson?
Here.
Jaslyn?
Oh my lord. Stop. No, I was
It's
doing.
like
I
a
was,
butterfly or
I was hitting one of these.
Oh, like the. Oh. Gotcha.
Yeah, capture this.
Those are the first thing, first three things you sign off. I'm gonna be quiet with you. What about you, Chris? You work there. Yeah. You guys want to text me?
Yeah, I know, I think it is. Yeah, it's like one out of three.
No.
Those very cool.
This is my only time to just tell them about my life.
See, Texas has the best food in America.
Have you known that there's been a budget? I don't know, but I'm assuming we have.
Oh my gosh, that's a lot. There's so many things. Activity. It's so ominous outside.
What?
So it's so ominous outside. The sky is ominous.
Oh, I was like, who's outside?
I have no idea.
He said he's gonna need sand.
Someone
And
has
I
to
don't
do
know, just the guy to do it.
There's nothing else there.
it. Land by.
Oh, it says that the
Just to
dog,
get
how to make a budget.
like
Black and blue.
That would be good. Hey, what is?
I thought he was about to do bacon.
That'd be so funny.
In Jay's, it's so funny.
Into the air and like just no one saw it. It was so like I don't even remember. I think like 6
Yeah, had
or
to be
something.
late in the day for her to not
Dude,
be
yeah,
there.
dude, she just like did not notice. I don't understand how. It was so funny. Sir.
Must be nice to enjoy class now.
It's the only way I can.
Missed opportunity.
Yeah, me too. I'm so done. Sometimes for the activities, I just like don't put anything and turn it in, and he still gives me 100 for it.
I know Cottonmouth is ass.
You want to do this for me?
Oh,
I'll give you
You don't want this?
oh my God.
I got another one.
Thank
But
you.
I know Cottonmouth.
Dude, yeah, that's perfect. Thank you.
Will it work?
No.
What do you mean?
I tried. Since I'm able to send it to people to watch the video.
Oh, there's a video?
Yeah, you have to go watch a different video.
Bruh.
Yeah, except I'm not watching the video.
Are you watching it?
I'm just gonna, I don't know. I'm just gonna, yeah, I don't think it really matters. As long as you have something down. Actually, what?
None of them are in grade.
What the hell does it grade then?
Huh?
What does it grade
The grades are textbooks and videos. That's it.
then?
Do you not know that?
And I think Ramsey grades
Do
that
not-
for him.
Do not
Yeah,
click on the
I-
video link. It erases all the answers you have before.
That's crazy.
The other is okay.
Hey, that'll probably be enough for now, honestly.
Get that on my truck. That has exactly.
No.
Emma. 7 baby steps and 5 foundations.
Come on, Dawson, you know that.
Yeah.
There's 7 baby steps.
I'm just gonna say they talk about baby.
Yeah, that's a safe answer. I mean, who cares? What's up? You can't put it in a 0. You did your work. Grades don't even matter right now.
Emma, have you done number 7?
No, Dawson.
What are you doing?
Nothing.
Emma, lock in. Come on. I mean, there's no way he expects us to do this. He knows better. Damn it, Wyatt.
Dude, I'm not afraid of mine. I bought like 4 cases of beer in Stephenville. I bought food every day. And then I bought.
Stephenville?
I was there Friday and Saturday. Dude, I think I'm still hungover. And I was bunch of fucking cigarettes, but all sorts. I don't even think she knew I was there.
That's crazy.
Huh? She's probably going through the end of this month.
Ah, she'll get over it.
Yeah, hopefully. Probably.
Like someone stole my card.
I went there.
You can go watch.